Welcome in, Westside Pirate fans, to our football pregame show today. We are out here in Declo at Declo High School. The Westside Pirates and the Hornets going to be taking each other on the gridiron today. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Pirate football team, here on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and on mylocalradio.com. Hornets and Pirates kickoff scheduled for from about 45 minutes from now, depending on whose clock you're going off of. Just as a disclaimer today, we are working with suboptimal internet. We are going to go through waves. So please know that it is not your end. It's going to be our end. And, it's been fluctuating a little bit today. So we're going to do our very best to have the internet up and ready for you as we move on throughout our pregame show today. You're listening to a presentation of the Westside Pirate football team on KACH 105.5 FM and streaming online at mylocalradio.com. We'll come back to you right after this, after we thank our wonderful sponsors.
Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires. Stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. Get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency, today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. This game is made possible through an agreement between Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. Since 2005, North Star's Ultimate Outdoors has been Cache Valley's source for fun and adventure. It's here you can find the biggest selection of snowmobiles, ATVs, utility vehicles, and handheld power equipment from the brand names you know, such as Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. The professionally trained staff at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors of Preston has what it takes to get you out on the nation's leading brands. The best deals in the best town. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts. 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
This is the Westside Pirates pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coaches as well as our Outstanding Student of the Week. We'll also take a look at all of the pregame stats and give you the keys to the game, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Westside Pirates on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. Welcome in, everybody, here to the Westside Pirate Football Scene Set and pregame show today. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Pirates, giving you all of the action and stats that you need for your pregame show today prior to the matchup between the Pirates and the Hornets of Declo. Coming in at 4-1, 1-1 on the year, the Westside Pirates bring into this game many narratives, the highest of which being a 35-game winning streak snapped 2 weeks ago by the Bear Lake Bears. But the Pirates look to make its own run once again, find its own identity, and work its way through the entirety of the rest of the regular season and into the playoffs. The Pirates come into this matchup tonight with momentum and a 52-13 win over the Soda Springs Cardinals a week ago in the rain where everyone seemed to get involved in the offense. Coach Tyson Moser has emphasized how important it is to move forward with no mistakes, as there is little room for mistakes later on in this regular season. If you drop one to Bear Lake, you know that you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room to try and get into the playoffs after that. Right now, the Hornets lead all-time 10-5, the last win being by Westside back in 2020, a 7-0 victory, wherein in the semifinals, the Westside Pirates was able to take the win, move on to their second straight state championship game, and almost have a transfer of power attempts, very balanced. They'll do it in the air and Welcome back here into the broadcast booth. We also have to say we apologize as our internet connection tonight not exactly optimal. We are going to be trying to get you the best possible broadcast that we can, but we will be dipping in and out of coverage. Just be a little bit patient with us as we are on the school Wi-Fi tonight, and it has a tendency just to turn on and off in different in sequences throughout this entire night. We'll see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and move on. We have some awesome interviews, including one with opposing head coach Josh Stewart of the Declo Hornets. Let's go ahead and hear from him on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com. Welcome back, Westside fans, as well as fans of the Declo Hornets, to our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. I am joined here with head football coach Joshua Stewart into his fourth season. Coach Stewart, appreciate the time, and thanks so much for joining us as part of our Coaches Show today.
You're welcome. Happy to do it.
Coach Stewart, first things first, coming into this year, when we look at this Declo team, it's no secret that you had some really great players. Derek Matthews, Keegan Ramsey, some offensive line work from Zollinger. Was it a challenge, and what was it like during the summertime and during camp to try and plug and replace the vacancy from those studs from last year?
Well, we knew going into the summer that we'd have some big shoes to fill, and so we spent a lot of time trying to figure out who to put in those spots, and we knew we'd have some young kids. We're starting 4 sophomores this year, and we got a few juniors that are playing some significant time for us too. So we knew it'd be a kind of a youth movement, and that we'd have a little bit of growing pains. So.
Coach, with this being a younger team, like you mentioned, it comes with a lot of learning experiences, a lot of coaching experiences during the game and during practice. But what kind of positives have you seen from coaching such a young group of kids this year?
Well, in all my years of coaching, this group is probably they really like each other and they play hard for each other, and they've dealt well with adversity. We've had a few bumps in the road early on, and they've just continued to work hard and get better and stick together. So I've been really impressed by that. Kids be happy for each other and play hard for each other.
Coach, looking at this season for the Hornets, one of the shining examples, or maybe diamond in the rough, young players that have come up is Gavin Rasmussen. He's been doing it as a sophomore in the passing game. You've relied a lot on him. What does he do as a person for this team, and what does he do in terms of opening up the offense for the Hornets as well?
Well, Gavin's a really good route runner, so he's able to get open, and then he's really good after the catch. So he's been able to turn some, 10-yard receptions into 50, 60-yard touchdown receptions because of that. And then, obviously opens it up for some other people too, because the defense has to put some emphasis on him. And so that's really been his impact, I think.
Coach, as we move on throughout the season, now is the time that the Hornets are going to be playing the Pirates. All-time, Declo actually leads in the win category 10-5 as they've played 15 times all-time over the Pirates. The last time these teams played was in 2020, a semifinal matchup, close one, 7-0. Coach, even though that was a little while ago, actually 2 years ago, does that game give you an idea as to what the Pirates are going to be looking like in this game coming up on Friday today?
Yeah, I think so. You take a look back at those games just, to try to get an idea maybe how they might try to defend you or some things they might do. But as you know, also every year is different. You have different personnel. And so watching film on West Side this year, they are a little bit different. Some similar schemes that they had back then, but obviously some different personnel. And so I think, experience like that can help, but you also have to be in the current situation and realize that each of our young kids about this, every year it's a new year and you have to kind of earn your way again. And so just because it says Declo on the front of the jersey doesn't mean you're going to step on the field and win. You still have to go earn it. And so, but it definitely helps having that foundation of culture already built and set.
Coach, Declo is full of, it's used often, but truly it's hard to imagine a word different than tradition and culture when it comes to Declo. It's a community that's very passionate about its football. And right now, you're going to be having two really awesome programs come in and fight it out on Friday. As a head coach, does it add to, the pressure of the team and to you to know that everyone is so passionate about football? Is it a positive? Is it a negative? Or is it both?
Well, I think a little bit of both, but I would say overall it's more positive because I've actually been, in a couple different schools, and I've been in a school environment where there wasn't really a culture for football and people didn't really care that much. And I would much rather be in a place where people care. And even though I know, I kind of take it sometimes from the community, I would much rather be in a place where they care and are passionate about it than somewhere where they don't. So,
Coach, we appreciate your time here on our coaches interview today, brought to you by Evergreen Financial. Is there anything else that you want to touch up on before we get ready for this awesome matchup today?
No.
All right. Thank you. Special thanks to head coach Joshua Stewart, fourth year at Declo. We'll be seeing him out on the gridiron. Best of luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Welcome back into the broadcast booth today. I'm going to have to continually apologize. Our internet that we are using tonight, it keeps cutting out and kicking us off. So the best we can do tonight is sporadically give you the game as it goes along. If we cut out and things go off, we'll try and come back to you very quickly immediately after that. It just seems to go on and off every once in a while. But I am Cody Olsen here in the pregame broadcast booth between the Declo Hornets and the West Side Pirates. The Pirates are getting ready for another big game, and the last non-conference game of the year. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break and bring you back into the action, covering the highlights that happened back at Bear Lake about 2 weeks ago. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County, some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is
S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric.
We welcome you back here into the broadcast booth. The Westside Pirates and the Declo Hornets getting ready to battle out onto the gridiron. I am Cody Olsen, your voice of the Westside Pirates.
It's the goal in everyone's life to reach financial independence and security. Evergreen Financial Partners in Preston can help with strategies to assist in those goals. They will design a plan to suit you, whether it be for your family, home, or current or future investments. Evergreen Financial Partners can help with life insurance, long-term life, 401ks, retirement plans, or mutual funds. Contact the experts at Evergreen Financial and let them put a plan together for you. Find them at 41 West 1st South in Preston, or go online to set your appointment at evergreenfinancialpartners.net. Evergreen Financial Partners, your first step to financial security. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston. When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Splits. Two wide receivers to either side. The ball gets past Neal. The ball is up at the 50-yard line. Neal has to fall back on it. And the Pirates wrestle it away from him at the 45. Catastrophic turnover early on in this one. And it looked like Neal wasn't ready for the snap. It came early. Down to the 3-yard line. Under center, Brown again. They'll give it off to Moser to the right. He'll follow his lead blockers, make one man miss, and go into the end zone. It is a touchdown on the first drive for the Westside Pirates. Stops the clock. Brown will go out in the gun again. He's got two wide receivers out to the left side, near side motion from Cruz Sage. He'll get the snap, Quick one out to the left. It's going to be a double pass. Shirtliff out to the far side. This one's launched high and long. Caught by Moser down to the 10-yard line. The double pass all the way down to the 5. 4th down and 7 from the 48-yard line. Brown will drop back to pass. Everybody drops back in coverage. He's got a man wide open down the field. It's caught. And touchdown by the Pirates down the sideline. The Bears blow the coverage. And number 30, Garrett Robinson, left all alone behind the secondary of the Bears. 2 wide receivers to either side in the middle hash. Neal will drop back to pass. He gets pressure, and he's going to get wrapped up and sacked. A huge sack, an unneeded one. Ralph's in the area. And Henderson combine for the sack. 4th down and 20. No sweat right now from the Pirates. Brown under center once again. 2 running backs off to the right. They'll give it off to Moser, running to the left. He's got the corner. Up he goes into the end zone. Diving. Touchdown, Pirates. Parker Moser. And the north side of the field erupts into cheers. For either team, Bears need points. West side needs a stop. Overtime on the horizon. Neal in the shotgun, far side motion from the running back. He's going to go ahead and take it himself. Rolls out. He's going to get wrapped up and escapes the pressure. He breaks the tackle. Now he's rolling out to the right side. Tackled by the arm and down. That's a sack, or rather a tackle for a loss. A designated run by Neal. Action, 4th down and 1 for the Pirates. Brown is going to be under center. Hard count does fool the Bears. Brown again under center. He'll give it off and hand it off to Moser. He's got a beat to the end zone on the right side. He scoops and scores. He goes inside around the right. Touchdown, Pirates. That was our highlight package from the Bear Lake game not 2 weeks ago. And now the Pirates developing a little bit of their own identity coming forward into this game. They've got a chance to play the Hornets of Declo and their head coach, Josh Stewart, which is a fantastic coach. I had a great interview with him. Now is time for our moment to catch up with head coach Tyson Moser. This was the interview that we were going to play at Soda Springs last week, and it was so good. It is a week late, but it still has a lot of really, really good stuff in it. I encourage all of you to go ahead and give it a listen here on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. Let's go ahead and give it up for Coach Moser. Welcome back, Westside Pirate fans. Football season continuing on here as we are joined by head coach Tyson Moser on our Evergreen Financial Coaches Show. We're coming off of last week, a conference loss to Bear Lake, and now getting ready for the Cardinals. Coach Moser, thank you so much, first of all, for joining us once again for the Coaches Show. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
Coach, you've spoken in the past a little bit about how you can learn from a loss as a football team, how each team each year is a little bit different. Truly, the question for you, is it refreshing for you and your program to now begin its own identity after the loss to Bear Lake last week?
Yeah, I think there's definitely some pressure off. You know, I really started to feel like during the Bear Lake game, especially the first half, that for the first time, I felt like our kids were playing scared to lose instead of just playing to win. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a result of winning too much, which, you know, I think it was time for us to lose. We needed it. And I think now we can just get back to playing high school football and having fun and, you know, not worrying about, you know, the streak or any of that, to go back and correct mistakes and try and get better every week.
Coach, I mean, lots of stuff we can go off of in that sentence. That
it makes you a step slow. So we just challenged them to come out and start having fun again and quit worrying about winning and losing.
Last week was whether or not you guys were going to stick to the run game, and you did. What do you feel like sticking to the identity of running the ball really did in that second half?
Well, running the ball, when you do it right, it's a spirit breaker. I mean, it's demoralizing when someone runs the ball right in your face, and they run it right at you over and over and over, and you just can't stop them. And that's what we like to do. And besides that, it wears you down defensively. We like to put together long drives that wear you down. And I thought the second half, that's what we did. We didn't try to overthink it. We didn't try and trick ourselves. We just ran the football the way that we should have been doing it the whole game. And maybe that's my fault. Maybe we passed the ball too much the first half. Maybe we should have been sticking with that right from the beginning, and that's something that I need to correct. But we're a run-heavy team. We always have been, and that's just what the kids are from little league on up. That's just what we are going to do. So that's our identity, and that's what we stick with.
Coach, we talk a little bit about the identity of this team running the football and what that does. Obviously, with the game over with, hindsight is 20/20. You guys go into overtime. Was there any thought about going for two on that first attempt for the Pirates, or is that the decision that you stick with and that you thought was the right one?
No, I feel like, there's years that when we don't have a kicking game, it would have been an easy choice when we're not great, but we feel like when we give time, we're PATs, we're pretty consistent at, So no, I haven't really looked back at that and thought we should have went for two. As a coaching staff, we kind of looked at each other real quick, and I think we all agreed that going for one was the right call. The one that I do second guess myself on maybe is when we the third touchdown, I think it was, that we kicked and they actually jumped off sides, and so we had a 1.5-yard 2-point conversion instead of a 3-yard 2-point conversion. I've gone back and forth about whether we should have went for two on that one, but we didn't. So doesn't do any good to look back at it now. But anyway, yeah, it ultimately came down to the one that got blocked.
Coach, with this all being said and done and over with, obviously the streak has ended, and it feels like some chains have been lifted off, a lot of pressure that you talked a little bit about. I mean, ultimately, how does the path to a state championship, the goals that you have set as a program, what does this loss do, and what do the Pirates need to do to overcome and reach their goals now?
Well, I don't, it's one loss. It's a district loss, which you never want, but it's one loss. And as far as our ranking, goes, which is what gets us into the playoffs, we dropped one spot. We're still number 2. Hurt us that bad. We're probably not going to get a first-round bye. I would imagine Bear Lake's going to go on and win the district, so we will not be district champions. So we will not get a first-round bye. We will play a play-in game that first round, which is fine. Some teams don't like the bye anyway, so that's fine. That doesn't hurt us. We just have to win out from here on. We cannot lose another game. That's, if we lose another game, we put ourselves in serious jeopardy of even being in the playoffs. So we have to win out from here on. Other than that, if we do win out, our Max Preps ranking is still high enough that we should still be seated very well in the playoffs. Other than we may have to travel instead of host, and that's, we've hosted a lot of playoff games the last few years, and this year, if we're going to make it to the championship game, the road is probably going to be on the road, not hosting at home. So that's just something we're going to have to do.
Little to no wiggle room now. The mistakes are in the past, and now you have to move forward. Coach, talking a little bit about Soda Springs and the Cardinals, they sit at 2-4, but are coming off a really big high morale victory, a lot of confidence after a 49-18 win against Malad last week. Coach, what is an aspect that you've seen about the Cardinals on film that they do well that could possibly give the Pirates some fits this Friday?
The Cardinals have an explosive offense. They're not going to move the ball consistently up and down the field on us, I don't believe, but they can score at any point in the game. That's what makes them scary. You can stop them on first, stop them on second, stop them on third, then all of a sudden they catch a 40-yard touchdown on fourth. They're not going to consistently drive the field on us, but they are very big plays. And if our defense, I know, can limit those plays to a handful, but we have to score enough points offensively. We got to score enough points that we can give up a big play here and there, because they're probably going to happen.
Well, we'll keep that. It has fallen, or not fallen, it has landed safely at midfield, and will go up after delivering the game ball. Our mascot here from Declo, the Declo Hornet, giving up the game ball to the Hornet team tonight. A special night for the Hornets, as there's a bunch of people out here to celebrate them. Another time, I'm going to go ahead and take a second to apologize. Our internet connection is subpar. It's not the best situation. However, we are hopeful that as the game progresses and more people get off of their phone, we might be able to get a little bit more smoother stream later on tonight. Here is the presentation of the colors by the Declo Cheer Squad. Awesome rendition of our national anthem done by the high school band of Declo. We are just moments away from our tip-off time, or rather our opening kickoff. We're going to go ahead and take one more quick break, come back to you in just a second on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
We all have those times in life where having insurance has been a great comfort in helping to make a bad situation better. Naylor Insurance takes pride in being that friend there to help you when you need it the most. Serving the community since 1978, Naylor Insurance is proud to represent a number of carriers to fit your insurance needs through Mutual of Enumclaw. Stop by our new location, 223 North State.
Projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why
Level 10 Life provides skilled, one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Cody Olsen joining you here, the voice of the West Side Pirates, as they are ready to storm the field located on the south side of the field. We apologize for our internet capabilities tonight, but we are hopeful that as the game progresses onward, that during live play-by-play action, that everybody will get off of their phone. And we'll be able to get a little bit better cell coverage and give you more video. Pirates will storm the field from the north end zone into the middle at the 50-yard line. It's an exciting time, a non-conference matchup. The coin toss won by Declo this evening. They will defer to the second half and will kick off to the Pirates. Pirates will come out of the south end zone, working from right to left on your radio dial. We're going to go ahead and stand by for station identification and come back to you with our starting lineups today. Webb Funeral Home, the trusted name in the funeral business in the greater Cache Valley area since 1925.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Welcome back to live play-by-play action of the Westside Pirate football team. They will be taking on the Declo Hornets tonight, and I will be your voice guide. The full moon coming over the horizon on the east side of the field, just over the mountains, southeast of Declo. We're going to get ready for more action here as Declo will set to kick off from left to right on your radio dial. We thank you for your patience here as we are working with limited internet capabilities. We're trying to give you the best picture that we possibly can. Declo will kick off high skied into the middle at the 30-yard line of Westside. It's going to be fielded by Gunderson, I believe, and he will take it forward all the way down to the Pirate 45-yard line, and that is where the offense of the Pirates will start tonight. Highly efficient last week against Soda Springs. Everybody seemed to get in on the offensive scoring, and everyone got to be a part of that offensive machine out in Soda Springs last week. The Pirates will go ahead and take it under center at the 42-yard line. They'll go ahead, end around right side to Parker Moser. Moser will bully his head forward, dive for a gain of 6 on the right side. 2nd down and 4 coming up right at the 47-yard line. There's also no numbers painted on the field, so I have to double-check the far side. They have like little cones that indicate where they are. 2nd down and 4 on the right hash. The Pirates on their first offensive possession. Going to go ahead and step back. Same play to Moser on the right side once again. He'll lower his shoulder, get past the sticks by about 3 yards, and that's a 1st down for Parker Moser. Moser got in on that offensive action last week in Soda Springs. So did a Colby Bowles, catching a touchdown pass from Eli Brown. The success from last week that they experienced. Brown again under center. They're going to go up the middle with Shirtliff. He's going to get grabbed by the lower ankles and pushed backward near the line of scrimmage. Westside not afraid to grind out the clock tonight. They're going to go ahead and run as they take on the Declo Hornets on a special night. A helicopter came in and dropped off the game ball. That was pretty fun. Lots of people out here in Declo to support the Hornets tonight. The JV team losing. The Westside Pirates lost 6-8. Brown will hand it off to Moser on the right side. It's a little up the middle. Moser gets to the second level, and he's wrapped around the neck and spun down at the 25-yard line of the Hornets. Pirate offense and the Juggernaut continues to move forward here. 0-0 on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard as we have just begun. Thank you for joining us. We had a little bit of a time getting our internet to work at the beginning of our pregame show. Thank you for being so patient with us. We try our very best to give you the best possible outlook. Brown again under center. They'll give it up to Moser on the left side. Gets a block, lowers his shoulder, and gets stood up by 3 Hornets immediately at the 25-yard line. He picks up a gain of 2 on the left. So they're going to ride Moser, the workhorse, tonight. Early on in this one, the Pirates electing to go run. I think about 5 runs in a row at this point. No passes as of yet, but we do know that Brown, very capable of throwing it with his arm, as we saw last week in that touchdown pass to Colby Bowles in the 3rd quarter. Brown will give it off to Shirtliff on the right side, and they try that trap play, and a swarm of Hornets, see what I did there, came up and grabbed him right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 7 from the 25-yard line. Pirates coming into this year, as you may have already known, 15 seniors lost and 7 3-year starters, a rebuilding year. But the Pirates have kind of battled back against that narrative, although losing to Bear Lake approximately a couple weeks ago. They still are in it and are fighting for that playoff spot. Moser on the right side, and he will get minimal yardage after running up off of his right tackle. 4th down and 5 at about the 23. So obviously 4th down yardage right here. Don't really want to punt it at this point. And I don't think that Westside has the kicking capabilities, or at least Coach Moser hasn't exhibited it up until this point in the season. So you expect to some type of cunning play call here, or they're going to elect to go right up the middle. We'll see. Brown will go under center, Crusage to his left, Shirtliff. And Brown will roll out to his right to pass. He's looking down the field. He's looking, and it's broken up at the 10-yard line. He was looking for Garrett Robinson, who was that intermediary route, and the Hornets stand and deny the Pirates opening drive points on their first chance here in the first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area of Utah, Idaho, and Wyoming. So a turnover on downs, and the Hornets reject offensive points for the Pirates. They will take over on offense. The first time we will see this Declo offense tonight. Declo is going to show off a balanced rushing and passing game tonight. Keep an eye on their offense. They're going to try and keep the Pirates honest. In the pistol look, 2 wide receivers to the right, dropping back to throw. A little slant high above his intended man. Incomplete. Number 24, Ramsey. So, QB Will Gerard, number 19, tonight will QB for the Hornets tonight. He's got that little, that'll help me identify him. He's got that pink towel for breast cancer awareness in the month of October. Gerard, again, a junior, his favorite target this year, a sophomore Gavin Rasmussen. Rasmussen averages about 105 yards a game. Another little slant play, and who else but Rasmussen to grab it. Near side pickup. And Rasmussen is a little speed demon. He can move forward and he can be fast, and he's one of the 4 soft. Their young offense, I wouldn't say a rebuilding year at all for Declo, but they are very young, and you could use the word inexperienced. 3rd down and 1 from about the 31-yard line of the Hornets. Gerard in the gun, 2 wide receivers on the far side to the left, running back offset to his left. Gerard surveying the defense. Puts the man in motion near to him. Snap is taken. They're going to fake it, and Gerard will take it himself right up the middle of the hole. He stood up right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got it. It will remain at the 31-yard line. The fake sweep out to the right. They motion and fake it, trying to pull the defense away from the hole that Gerard wanted to go on the left side. But the defensive line of Westside holds strong. 4th down and 1 on the right hash at the 31-yard line of the Hornets. Gerard will be under center, looking to try and get that 1 yard. They're going to pitch it to the right for the running back. He's met, and he's going to work his way, breaking 1 tackle and moving past the sticks. Needed 1 yard. He got 3, and they'll get a first down right at the 35-yard line. That is running back, sophomore Bode Brackenbury. A little pitch out to Brackenbury, and he just lowers his shoulder and says, I only need 1, and that's enough that I'm going to be able to get. So moves forward, first down for the Hornets. As we were talking a little bit earlier, as Gerard lines up in the gun, 2 wide receivers to the near side, running back offset to his left, a lone wide receiver on the far sideline. Fake up the middle, and they're going to pitch it up. He's got space out in the flat. They're running back there. This is Jack Taylor, and he spun around, and the ball came out, I believe. The ball came out, a strip fumble, and who else to come up with it than Lincoln Henderson, the linebacker. Jack Taylor loses the football, running out to the far side. It was a quick little toss pass as he motioned behind the offensive line, working from right or near side to far side, cut up the hole, and a little scrum ensued. And then all of a sudden you saw a whole bunch of Hornet players trying to tackle Robinson. And now the Pirates turn it on over, and they'll go out onto offense at the 40-yard line of the Hornets. Brown will go under center, hand it off to Moser on the left. He's got a little bit of a hole, tackled by the ankles after a 5-yard gain on the near side. 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in our first quarter, brought to you by Northern Title. I got to be honest, it took me a minute to kind of get back into the groove as we were working with internet all night tonight. Has not been our friend. But hopefully it's working for you guys now. Pirates looking to capitalize off of the fumble from Jack Taylor. Brown under center once again. They'll give it to Shirtliff on the right. He'll make a cut inside, get to the second level, and the Hornets gang up on him. Not after he gets past the sticks, down to the 29-yard line. Now, as we were talking earlier on the first offensive possession for the Westside Pirates, they are not afraid to just grind this clock out. As you can see right now, the clock continuing to move forward. And, this running game of Westside, oftentimes, if they're not breaking loose for big gains in the first half, it happens in the second. Cruz Sage with the sweep out to the right side, gets a block up the middle from Parker Moser, gets pushed down right near the sticks, but he's going to be short. A 9-yard pickup almost to the 20-yard line. Cruz Sage implementing that speed out to the far side. I met with Cruz Sage this week for our outstanding student, and unfortunately we were unable to play it. That's 2 weeks in a row. Shame on me, right? Dylan Ralphs and Cruz Sage are outstanding students of the week. Implements a lot of speed for the Pirates. 2nd down and 1 on the right side. They're going to give up the middle for Moser. He's got a hole. Up the middle, splitting the safeties and sandwiched down to the 5-yard line. Parker Moser inching it closer, and another big pickup of 10+ for the Pirates. They've been ripping off chunk plays right now. And on their second chance, an opportunity to get points, they seem to be able to be close. Right near the 5-yard line, the Pirates in their white tops, maroon bottoms, and maroon lids. Brown once again will swear it out to the right, hand it off to Moser. He'll bounce off of the wall, dive near the goal line. He's going to be inches short. About a 5-yard pickup for Moser. 2nd down and goal, inches to go. Pirates trying to look for their first score of the game. Knocking on the door here in the red zone. I think this is going to be a question of who's going to get this touchdown, really, more than anybody. Brown under center. He'll drop back, hand it off to Shirtliff, and he lowers his head. Easy strut into the end zone. That's a touchdown for your Westside Pirates. They're going to go up 6-0 here on 105.5 KACH on our Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Shirtliff, who buried his head and ran into the end zone with 3:16 in the first quarter, has a chance now for the PAT attempt. Snap is down, kick is up, through the uprights, and good. Westside up 7-0. They score on their second offensive chance and possession. We'll come back to you for a quick break right here on 105.5 KACH and on mylocalradio.com.
Protecting buyers and lenders in Cache Valley for over 40 years, Northern Title is the trusted name in the tri-state areas of Idaho, Utah, and Wyoming. The staff at Northern Title in Preston protect you from unknown complications like access issues, unpaid taxes, hidden liens, or easement restrictions. Choose the right title company. Choose to close with Northern Title of Preston. Good deeds done daily. Call today at 208-852-5700.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. The Pirates score first on their second chance on their offensive possession after being stood up the first time by the Hornets at about the 25-yard line, just outside of the red zone. A 1-yard dive, Shirtliff caps off a drive mostly led by Parker Moser, who did a lot of the heavy lifting all the way down to the goal line. Pirates up 7-0 over Declo. Kickoff from Shirtliff. Sails into the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Hornets will take over. Hornets will take over at the 20-yard line. They've got 80 yards to go in order to match the points scored by the Pirates not moments ago. Highlight plays, the Pirate strips the ball away from Jack Taylor last time the Hornets went out. I think it had been Colton Gunderson who stole that one. Declo in the gun, trips to the near side, one wide receiver to the far side, running back offset behind Garrard. Garrard will get the snap, look to his right, take a quick throw in the middle. It's going to be tipped up in the air and a battle for it, almost a tie, a toss-up, and it's going to say that they're going to be giving it to the Hornets. An almost interception by Garrett Robinson, and the tie ball will go to the wide receiver. I'm not sure how it works in high school, but at the collegiate and professional level, if I'm not mistaken, if a simultaneous possession on a catch happens, they give the tie to the receiver. And just like that, number 6, Daxton Rogers, catches it for an 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2 on the right hash. Garrard with his first completion. 2 wide receivers to the near side. They'll do a direct snap to the running back. He'll be met with a wall of Pirates eating up the running back, Brendan Bailiff. A loss of 2, 3rd down and 4 coming up after the run from Treg Zaharis, the senior running back, DB combo. Garrard will strut on over to his choir huddle located at the 15-yard line. They've got to pick up about 4 in order to pick up the first down. Garrard with 2 wide receivers on the far side, a wingback behind his tackle on the right. Garrard will get it, fake the pitch, take it himself, go up the hole, and get swarmed by some Pirates, but he is close. I think he gets that first down. Perhaps he's exactly on the 30-yard line, and that's where the chains were, and they're going to point it forward. A first down pickup by Will Garrard. Garrard looking almost like a Air Force quarterback. You know how Air Force works, that triple option, a signature triple option if you're not familiar with it. Fakes the pitch out to the right side and then kept it himself right up the hole. First down pickup for the Hornets. They trail West Side 7-0 on the Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. First down and 10 from the 30-yard line, their own 30-yard line. Garrard will get the snap right at his stomach, fake the RPO, pass it out to the left, and it's caught. Falling forward for a 15-yard pickup on the quick slant. Number 13, Gavin Rasmussen. That's 2 completions for Gavin Rasmussen, and they're both good pick chunk plays. Rasmussen, that sophomore standout wide receiver that the Hornets have kind of ushered into the starting lineup. He's been huge for Declo this entire year, and he's trying to get past his 105-yard receiving average on the night. First down pickup for Declo. Garrard will look over to his sideline, get a call from his coach. Wide receivers on the far side, that's 2 of them. Handoff up the middle for the running back. He's got space out to the left. Colby Bowles is in the area, and he's going to usher him and spin him out of bounds. A 15-yard pickup by number 23, Brackenberry, another sophomore. So the sophomore duo of Rasmussen and Brackenberry picking up 30 yards on the last 2 plays, 1 pass, 1 run. And Brackenberry runs with his hair on fire almost and gets around to the left side, a 15-yard pickup. First down now at the Pirate 38-yard line. Garrard and company trying to match the score that the Pirates scored just moments ago. In the pistol, 2 wide receivers to either side. Running back off to his right. Garrard will look down the right side. He's got Rasmussen off of his right hand, incomplete. Incomplete right at the 10-yard line. Rasmussen was splitting right down the slot. Down the middle he goes, and that ball just a hair out too far. Rasmussen stuck out his right hand. It bounced off in the area. Number 30, Garrett Robinson, as well as Colton Gunderson, who have been tasked with watching out for Rasmussen tonight. 2nd down and 10 from the 38-yard line, working inward into Pirate territory. Declo with 2 wide receivers to the left. In the shotgun, Garrard will send a man in motion from far side to near side, fake the inlet and go up the field himself. Gets collapsed on after a 3-yard pickup down to the 35. Garrard had that motion, and they've been implementing it a few times. Declo faked the pitch rather in front of Garrard and then took it himself and ran up the hole. And the final 3 seconds of the first quarter will tick off the clock. Westside will lead 7-0, but Declo driving, trying to answer, trade some haymakers between these two teams that you have to go back to 2016, I believe, in order to find a program not named Westside or Declo that hasn't won the 2A state championship in Idaho. We're going to go ahead, take a quick break, come back to you with our second quarter right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Hi, my name is Penny Wright, born and raised in Preston. I am your local Medicare agent. I am here to give you the knowledge you need so you can make an informed and wise choice for your Medicare needs. Call me at 208-852-2367 if you're turning 65 or have any Medicare questions.
Whether you're in need of timber frame buildings, estate entrances, trusses, pergolas, pavilions, or gazebos, the craftsmanship at Milestone Timberworks reflects our passion and commitment of building for the future. At the beginning and end of the day, it's about achieving the built environment where the truly great moments in life are experienced. We look forward to working with you. Visit milestonetimberworks.com today.
Back into the action during the break. Garrard will step back to pass and get swallowed up for the 5-yard sack. Brendan Bailiff there to take down Garrard. 4th down and 11 for the Hornets at their own 40-yard line. 7-0 for the Pirates on top of Declo. Garrard will do the short punt off of his foot, skies it up in the air, will take a roll near the 4, and the Hornets will pounce on top of it. Great punt and implementation of a punt formation. Garrard was set up back in his normal shotgun position, took the snap, and you've seen it a couple times for different teams around the state of Idaho and around the nation, actually. They'll implement that sneaky punt in order, out of their common offensive formation, to catch the other team off guard and not to have a return man back there. And to be frank, I would do it too, because I don't want to punt to Crusage. Crusage can take it to the house. So who knows? Ball down right at the 5-yard line. The Pirates have to make up 95 yards going from north to south to try and get some more points. 11-11 here in the second quarter. Brown under center. They'll give it off to Parker Moser on the left, and he's up the hole, up to the second level, and he's going to go all the way past the free safety. He's in a foot race. He's going to be running down to the 40-yard line, down the sidelines. Can he make it all the way? A desperation tackle, and they'll catch him. 15-yard line. Wow. An 80-yard rush from Parker Moser, and he had one man to beat. Daxton Rogers, the senior, tracks him down and catches him by the shoelaces on the right sideline. And that is a huge chunk play for the Pirates. Now already in the red zone. Down to the 15-yard line of Declo. Brown with 2 running backs behind him. They'll give it off to Moser again, and he gets spun down right at the line of scrimmage by big number 58, it looks like. Aiden Dorantes, the senior defensive lineman. 2nd down and 10 for the Pirates. Big pickup from Parker Moser just moments ago, going 80 yards from his own 5-yard line. Far side motion, Cruz Sage will try and jump out of bounds, and that was the wrong decision, I think, that time. Trying to dance a little bit, and he probably had yardage if he cut up the hole. Does not do so, and gets wrapped up. Open field tackle, great defense by Declo. 3rd down and 10. Coming up after 2 running plays that have gone nowhere. West Side back into the huddle. They're trying to figure out some type of play here, perhaps. Don't need to get cute with it. The running plays have worked, although the last 2 times they've been stuffed at the line. Brown will huddle up under center. They'll hand it off to Moser to the left side, and he'll follow his blocker, fall forward, and the flag will come out right near the line of scrimmage. We'll see what's going on. Our umpire will come back to the white hat and tell him a little bit about what he saw in that scrimmage and huddle. We're going to get a targeting maybe, or that was a weird sign. It's going to be a personal foul on Declo. From the 10-yard line, that's going to be half of the distance to the goal, down to the 5. Won't pick up the first down, although at any other time it probably would. 3rd down and 1. And that was a personal foul. Come in, and he'll get pushed at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't get the 1 yard that they need, and our near side judge will put some laundry out onto the field. Now we'll see what's going on. Clock will stop with 9:13 left before halftime. It's going to be a penalty against the Pirates. 3rd down will remain. They'll accept the penalty yardage, and they'll march back all the way back to the 15. 10-yard penalty. Holding is the call. 3rd down and 11. Clock will continue to roll, and points here would be huge if you are the Pirates. They've been able to pick up big chunk plays, but these last couple times they've been stood up at the line of scrimmage. The red zone defense being stellar for Declo. Rolling out to his right, Brown looks down the field, and Bowles is down there. It's caught by Cruz Sage. He'll cut back, make a move, and dive for the end zone at the pylon. That's a touchdown for your Pirates. Brown got destroyed, absolutely blown up in his thighs while throwing the ball, leaving his feet. The velocity and torque of his arm carries it to the 5-yard line. Cruz Sage is there to catch it near the sideline, sidesteps a defender, and dives into the end zone. Touchdown, West Side. 13-0 pending the PAT. Shirtliff is out there to tow this thing through the uprights if they can get it down. Snap is in the arms of Sage, down and up high into the air, and it is good. 14-0. West Side takes a lead with 8:44 left before halftime. We'll come back to you right after this quick break on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at Build.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth. The West Side Pirates on top of Declo, 14-0. Here with 8:44 left before halftime. Shirtliff will put toe to ball. It's going to be fielded on the near side of the 10-yard line by the Hornets. Cut up the hole, bouncing off of a blocker, and then wrapped up and down to the 30-yard line. The return man, number 27, Noah Elton. Sophomore wide receiver takes it for a 25-yard return on the kickoff. That is where Declo's offense will come out onto the field looking for some needed points to make things a little bit closer before halftime. Their offense has been able to move the chains, but haven't been able to sustain a drive all the way into the Pirate red zone and subsequently into the end zone. We'll see if they can do it here. Garrard with the wide receiver to his left, 3 wide receivers to the wide side. That's the far side. He'll drop back to pass, pump once, go across in the middle. It's intercepted. Falling down onto the turf. They're going to let the play roll. I thought a knee might have perhaps gone down. West side intercepts it. The linemen collapse in on Colton Gunderson, and he returns it 5 yards back into the backfield at the line of scrimmage. A big INT by Colton Gunderson, the linebacker who sat back in the zone right in the back on West side on the interception return. And that will march them back a little ways, but the Pirate offense will come back out onto the field immediately after they score. Disastrous turnover for Declo, and that's not something that you wanted if you're a Hornets fan. So the ball gets marched back all the way to the 42-yard line of Declo, but Pirates will take over in enemy territory. Brown will go underneath center once again. 2 running backs behind him. He'll hand it off to the middle. Breaking away from the linebackers up to the 35 on an 8-yard pickup. Gunderson takes the handoff, and after the interception, he'll also do it on offense. 8-yard pickup for Gunderson. Second down and a long 2 at the 35-yard line. Brown will ship up underneath center once again. He'll hand it off to the left side. Gunderson gets wrapped up at the hip. Picks up half the yardage needed to get to the first down. His second effort inches closer, 1 yard left. 3rd down and 1 coming up. Worthy to note also that the Pirates are still without star running back Owen Nilsson, who in IR, injured reserve, after a broken collarbone. 3rd down and 1. Brown will give it up the middle for Shurtleff, and he just another first down. Down to the 25 on the left hash. So the 2 passes that the Pirates have thrown tonight have really worked out in favor of the West Side offense. The last one being a 15-yard touchdown reception from Eli Brown. 1st down and 10 on the left side. Far side motion, they'll pitch it off to Cruz Sage. He'll go up to the left, follow his blockers near his own sideline, and get blown up after a gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. Now the Pirate offense, one that has been very efficient on the year. They've scored some great points. 22-12 in a hard-fought game against Layton Christian Academy, a stellar program back in Utah. 46 against Marsh Valley for 30 points, probably near 25. Brown will pitch it far out to Cruz Sage. Second rush in a row for Sage. He goes to the near sideline and gets pushed out of bounds. Pulled down by number 23, Brackenbury. That was a long way to run from the left hash to the near side underneath center, Dylan Rouse. Left side, rolling out to pass. He's got a man out in the short flat, picked up by Moser. No. Moser ran with it for 2 steps, gained possession. Ball came out, and it's going to be called incomplete. Brown wanted to go farther down the field. He knew that Moser was open initially in the 5-yard out on the left side. Waited and waited and waited, and then finally checked it off. Finally in the 11th hour of that play, and Moser kind of stumbled and lost the ball, couldn't maintain possession. It falls incomplete. 4th down and 5 at the 25-yard line. They got to get to the 20 here on the right hash. Brown will go under center. Once again, he'll hand it off. It's a misdirection to Cruz Sage. He's going to cut up and get stopped short of the goal line. It's going to be a turnover on downs. It's about 2 yards short. It was initially handed off to the right and then given back to Sage going left. The exchanges happened so quickly that Declo didn't even have time to react to the initial handoff. They just stayed in their lanes, left and did their job in their positions and stopped Crew Sage short of the first down sticks. Turnover on downs. As our scoreboard camera starts to glow, it's 5:46 left before halftime. You know, as we go later and later into the year, now it's going to get darker and darker earlier. Declo with 5:46 remaining in the gun. Gerard with trips out to the far side, make that quads off the motion. Gerard will look to his right, cut up the middle, and take the designated QB draw. Doesn't go anywhere. Gerard stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Might have actually lost a couple inches if we're trying to be super left side in the middle and get tossed down. A pickup of 3. 3rd down and 7 coming up from their own yard line. Gerard on a few designated quarterback keepers has picked up 3 total yards in the last two rushing attempts by him. 3rd down and 7. Right at their own 25, in between the hashes. Gerard trying to direct traffic either way. Wide receivers coming to the near side. There's 2 in front of the Declo sideline. Motion out to that far side, and flag will come out. But the play is dead. Near side judge threw it out. And we're waiting for the call. Dead ball foul. Encroachment on the Pirates. That's what the call was from our white hat. Yep, encroachment on west side. So that puts the ball a little bit closer to the sticks. Can't say that I saw exactly what it was. It might have been Jackson Beckstead as a defensive end, maybe jumping the gun because the ball was going to be thrown out to the left on that motion behind the line of scrimmage, and Beckstead wanted to get a jump on it. Put his arms out there to try and bat that ball away. And maybe the early jump elicited a penalty from our near side judge. Now a little bit tighter formation. Gerard will go under center for the first time, I think, tonight. He'll take it, fall forward, and get stood up right near the sticks. Second push pushes them across the line. It's a rugby scrum, and he picks up about 6. After initially getting stood up at the sticks, which was about 2 yards down the field, the officials let the play continue, and it truly did. It looked like a rugby scrum. White on the left, black on the right for the Hornets, and they just kind of moved the pile 3 yards farther for a 6-yard pickup. 3:50 left here in the second quarter. Will Gerard will go back, direct Wildcat snap, and it's going to be wrapped up and tossed down. Henderson and Gunderson shoot the gap up the field and meet the running back 2 yards in the backfield for a tackle for a loss. 2nd down and 12, back to the 35-yard line. Beautiful full moon located on the east side of the sky. Friday night lights here in Declo. It's been great. It's been fun. The Hornets trying to pick up a little bit more yardage and score before halftime, make up half the distance in the terms of scoring, 14-7. Gerard looks to the far side. He's motioning a man down the field. Ball is up for grabs as his arm was hit, falls incomplete in the middle of a dead zone. Gerard wanted to give the pass to his wide receiver who was in motion on the near side, but the Pirates jump it. Illegal shift as a penalty marker flies. That's going to be called on the Hornets. That'll move them back even farther. We'll see if the Pirates elect to keep it or not. They're going to decline the penalty. 3rd down and 12. So Coach Moser and the Pirate coaching staff say, no, we'd rather have that be a loss of downs more than anything. 3rd down and 12 now for the Pirates. 49 left before halftime. Sitting back in the gun, Gerard with 2 wide receivers to his right. He'll step up to run, but then fake it. He'll throw out to the left. This is Rasmussen diving incomplete. Rasmussen trying to get that separation from Colby Bowles. They both wear the number 13. 13 white, 13 black, yin and yang, and it ends up being an incomplete pass on the left sideline. You're going to hook up with Rasmussen on that big pass from Gerard, and that's going to be a big pickup and needed yardage right now for the Hornets. Punt formation with 2:47 left. West side up 14-0. Big boot high up in the sky. Will take a dive down to the 40-yard line. Crusade dips past it. Ball is fallen on, down to the 24-yard line of the Pirates. Actually, they'll put it right down to the 25. And now the West Side Pirate offense will come back out onto the field. We apologize for our internet connection. For some reason, it just is not it's not working out great for us right now, and it could be that we're close to halftime. We'll try and keep it as best as we can. Again, Edgar, the senior defensive, the field at their own 25-yard line. 2nd down and 10 on the right hash. Brown will come back and roll to throw once again. He's got a man out in the flat. Shurtleff has it go in and out of his hands on the left side of the formation. Incomplete. Intended pass for Shurtleff dropped. Shurtleff had a full head of steam in front of him and only maybe 2 people there to wrap him up on the old side of the field. 3rd down and 10, and 2 quick incompletions for the Pirates. And now the Hornets have an opportunity, maybe perhaps if they make a stop, to get one last chance to get into the end zone. Brown under center once again, gets it from Ralphs, the center. He'll roll out to his left, in trouble. Spins around and reverses field. He's got a man here on the near side. This is Gunderson, and he's wrapped up and brought down after a gain of 3. Elusiveness, something that Brown exhibited right there. Spun around and away from pressure, found that Gunderson was open on the near side of the field, set his feet and threw it up, and it was a pickup of actually 4 or 5, more than I actually thought, but it's still going to be 4th down and 5. A timeout taken out on the field. We'll take it as well. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com. 1:48 left before halftime.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth. 4th down and 5. Shurtleff is back to punt it from his own 20. Puts a boot to it. He'll die right at the 40-yard line and basically stick it to the ground. Picked up by Colby Bowles, a defensive specialist, cornerback, backup quarterback as well. And now, with approximately a minute and a half left before halftime, the Hornets will come back out onto the field. Their offense, led by Will Gerard, will try and probably, that last timeout, that Coach Stewart came up with some type of play, maybe perhaps to give Gavin Rasmussen and then to push it down the field. Gerard with 2 wide receivers to either side in the gun. He'll look to his right and throw it out to his right. Behind his intended man, incomplete. Right at the 50-yard line. That was intended for number 6, I believe. It's hard to read these numbers, to be honest. Daxton Rogers. Or it also could be Jack Taylor. These numbers are kind of hard to see from a distance. But either one of those fine young gentlemen, it was the intended man and incomplete. 2nd down and 10 from the Declo 40-yard line. So Declo elects to go away from Rasmussen on this last pass attempt. Now we'll see if they'll go to him on this time. Rasmussen on the near side of the field, lined up. Wildcat up the hole, picking up 3 or 4 is the running back for the Hornets. The Declo faithful fan section urging them to hurry up. 1 minute remaining left before halftime. Gerard, side sophomore running back, will take it and spun around down at the line of scrimmage. Number 23, Bode Brackenbury. And we'll get another quick timeout taken by Westside this time, actually, to stop the clock. We'll come back to you in just a second on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Level 10 Life provides skilled one-on-one life coaching sessions to help you unlock your next level in life. Our trained professionals specialize in health, life, and career coaching. Book a free consultation today at level10lifecoach.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth. We appreciate your patience with our internet capabilities. They have been suboptimal tonight, I'll be honest with you. Not a great cell tower or reception area here in Declo, and the more people that hop on the internet during halftime, the more people share our capabilities. So 4th down and 5 for the Hornets. 2 wide receivers to the right side. Will Gerard will go ahead and get the snap, drop back to throw on the left. He's got pressure up the middle. It's going to be caught by Rasmussen. He spins off a block and a stiff arm. Rasmussen caught right at the thighs, but he picks up the first down. Rasmussen comes across the formation from the near side into the middle, makes a great grab, spins off a defender, stiff arms another, and falls forward for a first down pickup down to the 44-yard line of the Pirates. Declo will take another timeout, and we'll go ahead and keep it here. So the Hornets, with 45 seconds left, first down just outside of the 40-yard, trying to knock down the door and break a run or a pass open to try and make up half the score that they need in order to tie against the Westside Pirates tonight. I've been impressed with Declo's ability to move the football offensively. They have 2 sophomores tonight that have been key to actually moving the ball more than any of the upperclassmen that I've seen, and that's just the honest truth. Gavin Rasmussen and Bode Brackenbury, both sophomores, have been able to be instrumental to moving the ball forward. 1 wide receiver, 1 running back. And, I've been around football for half a second, so I know that this is a big deal. But as a sophomore, Gavin Rasmussen has impressed me tonight. He's been able to make big plays and looks very athletic and shifty. Gerard will fake the pass, go up to the hole, and get sacked. Ball seemed to have come out right at the 45-yard line. It will remain with Declo. Another timeout taken by the Hornets, and this is just mostly to stop the clock. We'll stay here. As I was saying a little bit about Gavin Rasmussen, he's just impressed me tonight with his shiftiness. He's impressed me tonight with his ability to get open, even though the Westside Pirates have keyed up on him tonight. They've obviously done their homework, a.k.a. the Pirates have done their homework, and they've noticed the ability of Rasmussen to carry the Hornets into games and be competitive against some really, really good teams. And tonight you've seen the Pirates really key off of Rasmussen a couple times, but that hasn't stopped him from pulling in big plays and pulling in big receptions from the junior quarterback, Will Gerard. So the Hornets will step back out onto the field with 38 seconds left before halftime. And we'll see what they can do. 2nd down and 12 after the sack. The defensive line of Westside getting pressure on Gerard. He hasn't been able to look down the field too much. Trips to the right side in the gun. He'll step back, 2-step drop, 3-step drop. Launch it long. This is Rasmussen again, overthrown just over his left shoulder, incomplete at the 10-yard line, looking for the end zone. Will Gerard and Rasmussen desperately trying to, make that connection and one that I think that if they can get one time, it would make up a huge difference in play. 3rd down and 12. That play only took 4 seconds off the clock. 34 seconds left before the end of the second quarter. Before we dip into halftime in our stats portion of the show, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Garrard looks to his left, then his right. Pass intended for number 24, Carson Ramsey. That's incomplete, also out of bounds. 4th down. Fourth down for the Hornets. Looking to try and get something. They've been trying desperately a few times tonight to get some points of some sort. The Pirate defense has held strong. But somehow, some way, the Hornets have always been able to kind of move the chains. They haven't been completely shut out whatsoever. Garrard with the short punt, surprise punt. Cruz Sage will field it right at the 10-yard line and then fall down. 15-yard line, that's where Westside picks it up. They'll head out onto the field. So the Hornets decide collectively to try and make the field longer for Westside to make up and go with the surprise punt on 4th down instead of putting it into the end zone. The defense for Westside has been nothing less than impressive tonight, holding the Hornets scoreless and just under 130 yards total offensively this evening before halftime. Brown will go underneath center and take a knee. And that will roll the clock, and that will be it for halftime. Westside leads 14-0 over the Hornets of Declo. We're going to go ahead, take a quick timeout, come back to you with our halftime show. Expect a little bit of internet turbulence as everybody hops onto the phone. Bear with us, and then we'll come back ready for more action into the third quarter. If you stick with us for halftime, we'll hear from Level 10 in life, as well as our stats portion of the game at halftime, to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. We'll take a quick break, come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry. Highest level of customer service, high quality work, and integrity, Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Sometimes in life, the next level seems to be just out of your reach. You know you could reach your goal if you could just figure out what's blocking your success. The trained professionals at Level 10 Life offer life, health, and career coaching. These professional coaching sessions will help you put the next piece together in your puzzle. Don't wait. The coaches at Level 10 Life are here to help you reach your next milestone in life. Schedule a free consultation online at level10lifecoach.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Welcome back to our halftime show, brought to you by Level 10 Life and the trained professionals at level10lifecoach.com, including Kyle Lishman and the rest of the trained professionals here to help you achieve your next level in life. You might be stuck in some type of, midlife crisis. I don't know. Maybe you really want to buy that. Find out who you are and what your strengths are and what you can do to move forward. We're going to be talking a little bit at halftime about our stats and our adjustments that we need from both teams in order to come away with a victory tonight. Let's go ahead and start with our stats recap, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. For our statistics tonight, we'll highlight some big plays. The first score of the game by Shirtliff, a 1-yard touchdown rush right up the middle, puts the Pirates up 7-0, 3:16 into the first quarter. Then in the second, Eli Brown connects with Cruz Sage on a 15-yard touchdown pass that looked Patrick Mahomes-esque, and it looked really pretty. Brown was getting hit low on his legs, but was able to get enough momentum on that ball to carry it forward. Cruz Sage makes one-man miss, a la, like that running with the Bulls, red blanket, red cape. Makes one-man miss and then struts into the end zone. Other highlight plays and moments of recollection and highlights. Colton Gunderson tonight with a fumble recovery, a strip fumble and recovery, and an interception, both in the first half, and an 80-yard rush by Parker Moser. The Pirates were cooped up at their own 5-yard line, and Moser takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line of the Hornets on an 80-yard rush, where he just weaved in and out of a couple defenders and went into a foot race, finally dragged down by his shoestrings at the very end. Great offensive performance so far from the Pirates tonight. They are 2 for 4 offensively in trying to find the end zone, not counting the kneel down at the very, very end. So they've had a couple possessions. They're being pretty efficient. Also in the red zone, they are 100%. Every time they've gotten into the red zone, they've been able to cash in. As for the Hornets, Will Gerard and Rasmussen have hooked up for 3 times tonight. Rasmussen with 3 receptions for about 35 yards. They're wanting a little bit more from him. Hopefully break things open and make things a little bit closer in the second in order to come away with a win for both teams. And we'll do that right after this quick break and a word from our sponsors on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County. Some you won't is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, the Smith Agency, everything that is important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
So we're going to go ahead and dip into our adjustments needed at halftime for each of these teams in order to come away with the win. Starting off with the Pirates, I don't think that you need to deviate from any type of anything that you've done here in the first half. Offensively, if you can average 3.5 yards a carry, that's the magic number. If you can move the chains consistently throughout this second half and continue to stay offensively in possession, you're able to win the battle so far if you are the Pirates. So Bowles has put Rasmussen on lockdown, and if Gavin can shake off Bowles in the secondary of the Pirates and get to that next level and haul in a touchdown pass, that's going to be huge for Declo moving forward. That's your adjustments and needed.
It's even better to know that you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciates every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and
more action here on 105.5 KACH. The Pirates and Declo duking it out here on the gridiron. Pirates up 14-0. Adjustments needed for both teams in order to come away with a victory. We'll come back to you right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM and mylocalradio.com.
Whether it's your vehicle, home, business, or even life, protecting the things that matter most shouldn't be left to chance. At Farm Bureau, what's important to you is important to us. That's why our office and agents are united to protect your future and give you peace of mind today. I'm Brittany Smith. As your local Farm Bureau agents, my husband Braden and I would love to customize and simplify plans that are unique to you and what you care about. Stop in today and see how Farm Bureau can make insurance simple for you.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very...
Welcome back to our halftime coverage between the Declo Hornets here in Declo and your West Side Pirates. We're hoping that after halftime we'll be able to hear a little bit or have better internet connection. Everybody needs to hop off of Facebook and enjoy the game, and so you can enjoy it as well, because I deserve all of the internet connection in this entire city. I'm joking. Off to the Hornets, seeing as Declo elected to defer, winning the coin toss at the very beginning of the game. We are back into live camera action. Into the third quarter we will go, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Shirtlift first. And you might expect the Declo, who is often seen as an offense that's incredibly balanced. I don't think you need to be too crazy. I think that you can still try and run this ball and keep West Side away from sending all of their resources to cover your wide receivers, especially Gavin Rasmussen, who's going to come out here on the wide side, near side here. Declo will come out in the gun. Gerard with two wide receivers to the right, one wide receiver alone out on the far side. Motion from Rasmussen. Ball is up in the air. They're going to go ahead and keep it. Gerard one-on-one. Gets whacked, absolutely clobbered right there, and Gerard is going to be slow to get up. He took a wallop from the linebacker of West Side, and the clock will stop. Gerard will stumble up to his feet, and he's going to have to come off for just a second. I mean, he took a licking on that designated quarterback run, and we're going to have to see the backup cat formation, I believe. Number 24, Carson Ramsey, will take over at the quarterback position. Gerard is getting looked at on the sideline. Ramsey in the shotgun, two wide receivers, or rather one to each side. He'll get the snap and take it himself up the right side, spin off of a block, and the defensive line will collapse in on him. 3rd down and 8 coming up at the 22-yard line of Declo. Gerard still getting looked on the sideline. He's going through what seems to be concussion protocol. They're looking at his neck right now. Can't say for sure what's going on, but obviously a big blow to the Hornets if they're not able to get their starting quarterback back out onto the field, especially when you're down 14-0 against a power run team in the West Side Pirates. You're a little bit almost handicapped without a quarterback at this point. Ramsey will remain in the quarterback position. He'll get the snap and he'll look to throw. They're not afraid to throw with him, I guess. Running out to his right, picked off at the 30-yard line. That's the second interception of the game. This time, it's Garrett Robinson with the INT. And Ramsey was looking for Rasmussen on the near sideline, and he sat back in the pocket and eyed the wide receiver a little bit too long. Maybe something that Will Garrard wouldn't have done, seeing as Ramsey not the starting quarterback, but they showed a lot of confidence in Ramsey to throw that ball. Just gets picked off that time, and the Pirates take over in Declo territory at the 15-yard line. Brown will go under center, Moser to his left, Shirtliff directly behind him. They'll give it off to Moser on the right side. He'll cut out to the outside, then inside, roll forward, get tackled down to the 1. No, the 2-yard line. First down and goal coming up for the Pirates. And this score right here could really be just a huge, huge knockout blow right now. If you're coming out, you're Declo, your starting quarterback takes a good licking at the very first of the play. You throw an interception in your own territory. Westside drives, and they're looking at first and goal right here. This could really make an insurmountable type of hill to climb if you are the Hornets. Brown will under center. He'll look out and give it up to Moser, and he'll stumble forward. Touchdown, Parker Moser on the 2-yard dive. Immediately out of the break, 9:48 in the third quarter. Parker Moser, 2-yard touchdown run. And the Pirates will go up 20-0 over the Hornets. Shirtliff will come out. Get ready to pick the PAT. Kick is down. Boot is up through the uprights. And good. 21-0 for the Pirates. We'll take a quick timeout, come back to you for more action right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you'll be appreciated. Everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car or truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in where you'll be treated like a friend. 17 South State Street, Preston.
Back into the third quarter action brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. I am Cody Olsen, the voice of Westside. After a 2-yard touchdown dive from Parker Moser, Westside goes up 3 scores, 21-0 on the Logan North Les Schwab scoreboard. Shirtliff will kick off once again as he did not 2 minutes ago. Ball will take a dive right at the goal line and roll out of bounds for the touchback. The Pirates' defense have been stellar tonight, and kind of doing the same thing almost of what you've seen earlier on in the year. They've really shut down Soda Springs. They shut down Layton Christian Academy. And the only teams that have really been able to score on them, if you look back at the results so far of 2022, Marsh Valley put up 20 points on them, and Bear Lake put up 28. That's been the only teams, and those are high-powered offenses for sure. Garrard is back into the ball game. He is now in at quarterback, 2 wide receivers to either side. Garrard pointing out Gunderson to his right. Garrard will do a quick throw out to the near side. Caught for a 5-yard pickup to Lincoln. Oh, excuse me, looking at the wrong roster there. Jacob Rasmussen. Gain of 7 yards. Jacob Rasmussen, number 20. A quick little curl route on the near sideline. Rasmussen pushed up to about 8 yards and came back to the ball and back to the quarterback. It's going to be completed. As Finchery is up on top of Preston 17-7, I believe in Pocatello. Garrard will fake the handoff, throw once again. It's batted down at the line. Incomplete. The play and the RPO action on the left side, put his big old hands up there, knocks it down at the line of scrimmage. Yes, the score 17-7, Century on top of Preston at halftime. Back on our, I would say sister station, but it's all 105.5 KACH. Preston's broadcast being broadcast online, streaming on mylocalradio.com. Garrard again in the gun, 2 wide receivers to the right side. They're going to hand it off to the left. This is Breckenbury. He's got the corner, and he's going up the field, up to the 50-yard line. Cuts back into the middle. The Pirates swarm him, and the ball came out. The ball is out at the 40-yard line, and the Pirates fall down on top of it seems. Pirates are pointing the opposite way. A huge pickup by Breckenbury, and he got whacked at the end of the play, and the referees are pointing the way of the Pirates, and that is just hard, demoralizing. The big play that you needed, and you fumbled the football, and it's just hard to fathom and to swallow that one if you're a Hornets fan or a player. Pirates cause another turnover. That is 4 on the night against the Hornets. First down and 10 for the West Side offense at their own 42-yard line. Brown will go underneath center, get the snap, fake the handoff, roll out to the near side, square his feet, go underneath. Shirtliff catches it at the 50, goes forward and is brought down near the sticks to the 52. Stoppage of play, and the chains will move forward. Brown and Shirtliff connect on a 10-yard pickup. Back into the side of the field of the Hornets. Brown will go into the gun this time. 2 wide receivers to the hand it off to Shirtliff up the middle. And he blows past a couple defensive linemen and is drugged down by a linebacker by the back of his shirt. Pickup of 4. Back-to-back plays made by Easton Shirtliff. If you're a Hornets fan, you're trying to look for some type of turnover to change the tide, because right now a tsunami of momentum going the way of the Pirates. Brown again under center. He's going to look to pass. Near side caught by Moser. He'll cut up the field, make one man miss, cut back into the open field in the middle. Now he's in a race to the corner of the end zone, 10-yard line. 5, ball stripped out. The ball came out right in line. And Declo recovers. And what did I say? A turnover needed by Declo, and what was going to be a huge pickup for the Pirates. Parker Moser has it punched out from his right side, trying to dive for that goal line. And I mean, literally, that ball came out and is recovered right at the 3. Fumble recovery by Declo. And you got to think that if you're Coach Stewart and the Hornets right now, you're trying to come up with some type of offensive play, something that confuses the Pirates. They've been so stellar defensively tonight. Maybe a trick play of some sorts to try and get you back into the ball game. It's still early in the third quarter, 7:24 left. In this third quarter, Gerard will go underneath center, close to his own goal line. Pirates stack up in the middle. They'll give it up the middle and go forward for no gain, maybe a gain of 1. Flag comes flying up in the air. And this was a penalty after the play. Don't know who it was on. There was a little bit of a scuffle. Nothing too crazy, but flag came shooting up. You could see it from far away. Went up 30 feet in the air, right at the line of scrimmage where a couple defensive linemen were tussling. And it's going to be a personal foul on the Pirates. I got to say, this white hat also, in case you don't see him and you're listening on my local, on 105.5 KACH, I've never seen an official almost give like a dance move to talk about which team was committing the foul. So he does the common, arm in front of him, coming together in a T formation. But when he points to which team committed the violation, he does a hop skip and points to the sky, like to the opposite side. First down and 10 from the 20-yard line. The Hornets pick up yardage via penalty. Direct snap right by Cruz Sage in a pickup of 12. And the Hornets electing to continue to go with the run. I think that's a great idea. I don't think that you need to start passing just yet, although you are getting close to that point. Try and figure out what you can do offensively, have the entire playbook open right now to move down the field and score and see if you can get this closer. Right now, the Pirates not wanting to give up any points right now. I mean, they thrive off of defensive aggression and celebrations. Garrard in the gun. Wide receiver out to the right. Another Wildcat formation. Does not fool the Pirates, and it's a tackle for a loss. In the area, hard to miss him, big number 79. That's Aaron McDaniel. Putting his body on the line, blowing up the play in the backfield. 2nd down and 11. From the Hornet 30-yard line, I believe. Yeah, maybe. Just can't see. Hornet 30-yard line. Garrard will get the snap right at his chest. Keep it himself, go up the hole, gets tackled from behind, a pickup of 7 as he faked the handoff to the right. Kept it himself. And I got to say, complimenting Garrard, he took an absolute shot the last time that he took the designated quarterback run. And, coming out back into the game after getting kind of shaken up, maybe the wind got knocked out of him, something, and being able to run the ball with ferocity and aggressiveness. Standout kid and great on the gridiron. 3rd down and 2. Will Garrard will go underneath center. Running back directly behind him. He'll take it himself, quarterback sneak. Get pushed up into the pile, close to the sticks. We'll see where they mark it. He might be a hair short. Referees are motioning that it will be a tad short. 4th down and inches for the Hornets of Declo. Absolutely essential 4th down, and the officials are waving for the time to be stopped. Actually, they're going to do a measurement. Officials will take the measurement, be pinched down at the 35-yard line. Will be held down. I'll see what we can see. Chains will be pulled tight, and it's a 1st down for Declo. Nose of the football just in front of the chains. And it's a new life and a new set of downs given to the Hornets. Will Garrard picks it up on the quarterback sneak. First down and 10. Right tackle, they're going to go direct snap once again. Wrapped up, brought down at the line of scrimmage. Number 70. Brendan Balith there to wrap up the Wildcat running back right there at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10. 3:45 left in our 3rd quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. I cannot stress how important this drive is really for the Hornets right now in order to come back into this game. A throw from Garrard down the left sideline, hooking up and connection with Rasmussen. It's caught down to the Pirate 33-yard line. Garrard took the snap and kind of ducked underneath his offensive line, trying to suck up the linebackers and DBs, stepped back after going upright and lobbed it up over the shoulder on the left sideline, caught by Rasmussen. And that was the adjustment and the key to the game that we talked about at halftime in order for Declo to come 5 on that one. Garrard pitches it to the right side into the middle. McDaniel eats him up at the line of scrimmage. Doesn't go anywhere. Ralphs, McDaniel, and Balith all there to combine for a gain of nada. As impressive as I am with the resilience of Will Garrard tonight, I'm even more impressed really with the defensive line play of the Pirates. They have not been blown off the ball. They have not let off big running chunks a whole lot tonight. Big passes have been what is picking up chunk plays for Declo tonight. Gerard back in the gun. Hard count doesn't fool the Pirates. Another Wildcat formation up to the right, and it doesn't fool anybody. Once again, right to the line of scrimmage. Running back number 24, Carson Ramsey, who came in to relieve Gerard at the beginning of the third quarter when he got whacked on a quarterback designated run. Picks up nothing, really. 3rd down and 8. Back up to the line of scrimmage, and now probably a passing down. Unless you're looking for 4-down territory, they're going to give it to Gerard near side. Caught by Roberts. Ripped down after a gain of 1. Rogers catches it on the near side. A quick wide receiver pitch and catch. Thinking that Rogers could kind of get out into a little bit more space. He falls forward, and now it's 4th down and 6. I can't imagine a situation really where Coach Stewart would punt this ball. It is go time, getting late into the third quarter. Exactly 45 seconds left before the start of the fourth, and you've got to make up 4 scores. We'll see what Coach Stewart conjures up here. Trips to the far side, Gerard in the gun, running back offset to his right. Maybe he'll stay in for protection. That's number 10, Treg Zaharis. Gerard will go to the one-on-one matchup to the near side. He's caught near the sticks. It looked like he picked up just enough. He came back to the ball, and I mean like he is close. Maybe he's not. They're going to bring the sticks out here to measure. And the wide receiver catches it on the near sideline, comes back and falls down right near the sticks. He could have had an extra 2 yards. That's how much cushion was being given by the Pirate defensive back. And now we're going to see how close it is. They're going to bring over the chains. Second time on this drive. Nope, I don't think he's going to get it. It's going to be short. Yep. Turnover on downs. The Pirates take over 2 inches too short. The Hornets get stalled out on their offensive drive. That looked really promising. And the Pirates take over just before the end of the third quarter, 21 seconds left offensively. And you have to imagine that if you're a Hornets fan, that that was the drive that needed points. So I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would imagine that Westside is just going to grind this clock out and ride Moser and Shirtliff here to a victory into the fourth quarter. We got one more play before the end of the third quarter, brought to you by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. It will be Moser on the right side, and he squirts through the hole up to the sticks and brought down by the secondary. 12-yard pickup stops the clock. Pirates don't need to run a second play if they don't want to, and our white hat official will roll the clock, and the Pirates will kind of mosey on over to their own sideline to end the third quarter. Pirates on top of the Hornets. Westside looking for another victory in back-to-back weeks. Up 21-0 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. We'll come back right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, you know. We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
We welcome you back into the broadcast booth. Our fourth quarter action brought to you by Papa J's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. Papa J's, world-class jerky, small town USA. Brown will go underneath center again, far side motion, and a little delayed handoff up the middle. This is a spinning move by Gunderson, I believe, up to the 45-yard line. Nope, that's Parker Moser. Shows how much I can see. Parker Moser spins off a couple tacklers and rips off another 8 yards, adding to the offensive total for the Pirates, which has gone over, we're getting close to over 200 yards right now. 200 yards of total offense tonight going into the fourth quarter. Pirates up the middle once again, a lunge forward on the left side dive, picks up the first down. Over across midfield. That was Shirtliff. Thank you so much for joining us on 105.5 KACH, mylocalradio.com. We also thank you for your patience with us as we've worked through internet troubles tonight. We persevered, we banded together, we overcame, and you're still here, and we appreciate you. First down and 10 at the 49-yard line of the Pirates. Far side motion, they'll give it off to Henderson, and he's met in the backfield and eaten by number 58, Aiden Dorantes. Or it's Deegan Edgar. It's either 58 or 68. Either way, a senior defensive tackle for Declo. Second down and 10 as the clock will continue to tick away, under 10.5 minutes before the end of regulation. Westside sitting on top of a very cushy 21-point lead over Declo, who has been held scoreless tonight. Brown will receive the snap, hand it off to Moser on the left side. He stutters, goes up the hole, and picks up about 4. Third down and 7. Going to face the Pirates after they pull the bodies off of the pile and head back into the huddle. Parker Moser tonight has ripped off a highlight 80-yard rush back in the first half and dived forward with 9:48 left in the third quarter for a 2-yard touchdown run to put the Pirates up 21-0. Brown will head back to pass. He's got no pressure all day to throw. He'll heave it down the right sideline. Moser comes back to the ball, and it goes into his body and falls incomplete. Around Moser right now, 5 different Hornets in coverage, and that could have been received and caught by Moser, but it just kind of fell out of his breadbasket and gut and falls down incomplete at the 30-yard line on the near sideline. Fourth down and 8. And although the Hornets have been able to move the sticks kind of tonight, they have not been able to finish off drives. They've stalled outside of the red zone. Shirtliff will go back to punt at his own 40, rolls forward. They're going to fake it out into the flat, incomplete. Shirtliff wanted Parker Moser, and Moser, even if he would have caught it, was going to be short of the sticks anyway. Turnover on downs right at midfield. Hornets will take over, and we'll see what Gerard and company can do to capitalize after the defensive stop. And the tricky play not really going anywhere. Gerard will come over and meet with head coach Stewart. Head back into the huddle. The choir offense will assemble at the 35-yard line. Listen intently to Gerard as he heads off the play to each individual. Generals his offense back up to midfield. Gerard with 2 wide receivers to either side and an offset back behind him to his left. He'll receive the snap low and look to his left, step up into it, Rasmussen overthrown, incomplete once again. He kind of came back to the ball, and collapsing in on him was Colby Bowles and Cruz Sage. No fly zone over there. 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 9:22 left before the end. And now, what I said before coming out of the halftime where, you have the whole playbook open to you right now, not really the case for the Hornets at the moment, as they are running out of time to try and equal things up. Garrard will receive the snap. Up the middle, he has some blocking, breaks one tackle past the sticks. He's going up to the 2nd level and brought down by the free safety of the Pirates after a 15-yard pickup. Big chunk play given by Garrard as Westside, as expected, is starting to sat back a little bit into a zone geared towards defending the pass. Garrard says, I'll do it with my legs. Picks up 15 and another 1st down to the 35-yard line of Westside. Near side receiver, pretty tall. Jack Taylor has a little bit of a height advantage, and Taylor and Brackenbury go into the same area, and it falls incomplete in between them on the pass from Garrard. 2nd down and 10 coming up. Now the Hornets maybe it's just me, but the Hornets seem to be very much taking their time. They get their offensive play call, and they'll go out and probably throw this ball up in the air once again, 8:44. And if they don't come up with any points here, then you might hear a little bit of a warm-up singing from a certain larger lady. Right side caught. Pickup of 7 by Rasmussen. He adds 8 yards to his total of the half, bringing him up to 43. Total yards, we're looking for 100 for Rasmussen. Although, with those 43 yards in the 2nd half, he's flirting towards his game average, sitting just below 100 yards right now, receiving in total tonight, including the 1st half. 3rd down and 3. Clock hits 8 minutes left. And we get a false start from 2 different players from the Hornets on the left side of the offensive line. And that's going to move the Hornets back 5. Closing the playbook options a little bit more for 3rd down and a little bit longer distance compared to what they were looking at before. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 instead of 3rd down and 3. Again, stalling outside of the red zone for the Pirates. Of the Pirates, that is. Garrard will survey the defense. He's got 2 wide receivers to either side. Running back off to his right. He'll step back to throw. Right side. Scooped up by number 8, Jack Taylor, short of the sticks. On the right side in front of the west side bench. Jack Taylor took a great stop with his right dominant foot, came back to the ball, and he had to scoop it up off the ground with both hands. It's complete, but didn't really get that close to the sticks. He's still about 3 yards off. 4th down and 3 coming up. And Coach Stewart wants to think about it a little bit more. He'll take a timeout, and we'll take it as well. Coming back to you after this on 105.5 KCH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
North Star's Ultimate Outdoors is the best provider of power sport vehicles right here in downtown Preston. Vehicles and equipment from brand names that you know and trust, like Steel, Polaris, and Yamaha. Stop in and let us get you ready for your next adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors. It's where the fun starts, 777 North State Street, Preston.
Got to have it offensive possession for the Declo Hornets. Gerard will fake the pitch out to the left, roll out to his left. He's got a man wide open. That's Gavin Rasmussen, and he'll go into the end zone. Blown coverage, and the Hornets score when they absolutely had to. Westside bites on the pitch to the opposite side, going to the far side. Gerard will come back towards the near side, roll and throw to the intended man, which is Gavin Rasmussen, and he picks up a gain of 30 on that one, up to 73 yards, and Declo gets on the board late in the fourth. Kick is up and to the right, no good on the PAT attempt, 21-6. And we'll go ahead, take one more quick break, come back to you with more action, see if the Pirates can bleed the clock out. Finish this game up on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com. Papa Jay's world headquarters in Clifton, Idaho, started on the dream of a man who wanted to give back to his small-town farming community. 20 years later, it's a place renowned for its gourmet beef jerky, deli, and uniquely friendly customer experience. The friendly staff at Papa Jay's invites you to come in or find them online at papajays.com, where you can have the unique taste of Papa Jay's beef jerky shipped to you all with a click of a button. Papa Jay's, world-class jerky in small-town USA. papajays.com.
With over 24 years of building multifamily and commercial projects across the Intermountain West, Procon stands apart as a leader in the custom framing industry, driven by the standard of delivering the highest level of customer service, high-quality work, and integrity. Procon is dedicated to building multifamily and commercial properties that exceed customer expectations. Visit online to see why Procon stands above the rest at buildprocon.com.
Welcome back into our fourth quarter, brought to you today by Papa Jay's Beef Jerky and Deli out of Clifton, Idaho. The Hornets, with 6:49 left in the fourth, connect on a touchdown pass to Rasmussen. And I thought initially they were going to kick it for an onside kick. It will take a dive and go into the end zone for a touchback. They kick it long. And I believe that was in the fourth quarter. A pass from Gerard to Rasmussen. 30-yard touchdown pass. Why am I saying it like that? Well, I'm writing it down, all right? I'm trying to keep stats. Oh, I'm so tired. All right, Pirates will go ahead and take on over here at the 20-yard line, their own 20-yard line, with 6:49 left here in the ball game. They're going to try and bleed out the clock, hand it up the middle, and Shirtliff will roll over a couple different Hornets, get stood up after a gain of 3. Clock will continue to roll, and we'll see how many timeouts left. Does I think Declo has 2 timeouts left, and the West Side has all 3. If I'm counting correctly. West Side up 21-6 on our Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard late in the fourth quarter. Finally getting into the end zone is Gavin Rasmussen, who gets up to 73 yards in the second half receiving. Another handoff up the middle, met at the line of scrimmage. Number 68, Deegan Edgar. He's been a shining glimmer or a highlight piece to this Declo defense tonight. Gone back there a few times. West side will go under center once again. Brown with the near side motion. He'll drop back to pass, has a man out in the shallow flat. That's Cruz Sage. He'll stutter and get caught close to the sticks, diving out of bounds, and Sage caught a helmet right on the thigh, and he's going to grab it. And buddy, I've been there before. I've caught so many helmets to the thighs. You have no idea. It doesn't feel super great. He'll huddle. He'll waddle back to the offensive huddle. And it was enough for a first down. First down pickup up to the 30-yard line. Got 30, just enough. And a new set of downs with 5:30 left before the end of the fourth quarter. Brown will again motion. He'll hand it off the middle for Shirtliff. Finds that small crevice, weaves his way in there up the middle, picks up 5. Shirtliff averaging about 4.2 yards a carry tonight. And that's well over our 3.5 yards a carry needed for halftime in order to seal this win. Second down and 5 from the 35. They'll hand it off. This time Moser will bounce off a couple different players. Get pushed by his offensive lineman in the back up to near the sticks. If we're going off the far sideline, Judge, he's going to have a first down. If we're going off the near sideline, Judge, he's going to be a couple inches short. Third down and inches. Looks like they went off the near side, Judge, here. Jogging into the offensive huddle, Garrett Robinson will give the play to Eli Brown. Brown, Cruz Sage will get the motion. Up the middle is Shirtliff. And when in doubt, go with the big bowling ball. Easton Shirtliff doing the grunt and dirty work as he's done all year long, and that moves the chains. 4 minutes left in the game. And the Pirates lead 21-6 on the Logan Northwest Schwab scoreboard. Far side motion from Cruz Sage. Brown will look to throw, and he'll find Sage out in the shallow flat. He'll make one man miss and then get drugged down from behind, an 8-yard pickup. Sage went in that motion behind the quarterback, and he just kind of stayed on that shallow angle, working to the left side, caught the ball, and then moved up the field yards after the catch. A few. Looks like they put his knee down earlier than what I initially anticipated. Second down and 4. Have to get past midfield for the first down. They hand it off to Shirtliff, and he does get past midfield and more. Out to the 40-yard line, down to the 35, and finally spun down. A big pickup of 15, and Shirtliff is well over 100 yards tonight. I would dare say he's getting close to maybe about a $120. Maybe that's just my my eye test and what it feels like, as our unofficial stats, let's just say, haven't been so very well kept tonight. I'll be honest with you. First down and 10. Brown will roll to the right to throw, again into the short flat. Moser stops on a dime, comes back into the play, into the middle of his offensive line, who are coming out to help him out. Pickup of 1 and a timeout by Coach Stewart. Clock will stop with 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, and we'll take our possibly our final timeout, maybe not. Right after this on 105.5 KACH, 1340 AM, and mylocalradio.com.
Franklin County Medical Center is proud to provide excellence in surgical and specialty healthcare right here in our community, making it extremely convenient to receive world-class care without even leaving the county. The best part is that we work closely with your primary care physicians to ensure a convenient and coordinated care experience. Our skilled surgeons are continually adding services to Franklin County. Some you won't find anywhere in the greater Cache Valley area. Discover what is available right here at fcmc.org/specialty. You just might be surprised at what we have to offer.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Webb Funeral Home is proud to be the leading provider of funeral services in northern Cache Valley, including southeast Idaho, for almost 100 years. We are a full-service mortuary offering the highest quality services with very affordable pricing. We have plans to meet everyone's budget, from traditional funeral services to graveside services and cremation options. We gladly provide free insurance coverage review, quality headstones and monuments, as well as funeral transcriptions. Let us answer any questions you might have by calling us at 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, a trusted name in funeral service since 1925.
People oftentimes ask us, why do people from other areas of the valley or other parts of the state or drive so far to come here? And a lot of times I'll ask them, so why did you drive past several different dealers to come and buy your car here? And a lot of times they say, I just like the environment here. I like the low pressure. They don't play games. You guys are straightforward with me. You don't, trick me into buying something I don't want. We take care of people the way we want to be treated, and so they'll drive a ways to do that.
Bought my first truck from here in 1992 when I was 14 years old, and been buying trucks and a few cars ever since. I'm always referring friends, family, anybody I talk to West Motor Company.
We have a good time here, We have a great team of employees that we encourage them to have fun. Play at work is kind of one of our mottos.
West Motors will treat you like family.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Pass complete at the 30-yard line, and bustling up the field is Easton Shurtleff. Flags come out after the play. Shurtleff got past the line of scrimmage, or rather past the sticks. And they're going to call an ineligible man downfield on the Pirates. That'll march them backwards. We had two back-to-back timeout calls by Coach Stewart of Declo. And what was going to be a first down pickup, taken away, ripped from our arms, in the hopes of our hearts. 3rd down and 15 instead. At the 40-yard line of the Hornets. Robinson's going to come on out, giving the play call to Brown and company. As we get some Party in the USA solo vocals from our cheer squad from Declo. Brown will go into the shotgun. He'll drop back to pass. Got all day. He's going to throw it back to Parker Moser. He's got room out to the left side. A great block out in the flat. He lowers his shoulder and he picks down the first down. Picks up the first down, that is, down to the 19-yard line. A designated throwback and trying to get Parker Moser out into open space. Works to perfection. And that picks up the first down. And now we are finally down underneath 2 minutes. Minute 45 exactly, and the Pirates have been perfect in the red zone. Depending on if they'll have time enough to score, we'll see. Brown at the 20-yard line, under center. They'll hand it off to Moser on the left side. Can't squeeze behind his lead blocker, and he gets drugged down at the hip from behind. No gain. 2nd down and 10. Tick, 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 tick. The clock will continue to roll, and everything all but wrapped up Everything done except the fat lady singing here. Because it's an expression. Everyone gets it. 2nd down and 10. Far side motion, they'll pitch it out to Cruz Sage. He's got lead blockers in Shirtliff and Moser. Spins off a couple different Hornets and gets brought down after a 5-yard pickup on the pitch out to the open side of the field, which was the near side. 43 seconds left in the ball game. West Side need not really run any more plays. This might be the last one. Far side motion, they'll give it out to Cruz Sage, and he'll head up the middle. Minimal pickup, and that is probably going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. A 4th down and 2, but I don't think the Pirates are gonna take the next snap. 10 seconds left remaining, and that'll do everything here. The West Side Pirates will upend Declo here at home tonight. Pirates will move on to 5-1 on the year, or rather 6-1, isn't it? No, 5-1. And get done with their final non-conference game. They've got 2 more games left in Malad and Aberdeen, both at home. Aberdeen next week, and Malad the week after that. So I'm Cody Olsen thanking you. We're going to go ahead and dip into our post-game show and give you the stats needed in order to know what happened in this game. You saw it. You want to know why or what happened, I'll let you know in our post-game show brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston, right after this on 105.5 KACH 1340 AM, mylocalradio.com.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, your only stop for new or used cars in Preston and in Logan. Stokes Market True Value with the freshest meat and produce in town. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll receive in all of the Cache Valley. Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, with all the parts you need for your car to keep it running strong. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Procon Homes, building quality multifamily homes across the West. By Les Schwab Tires, stop in and see the tire experts on Main Street in North Logan. North Star's Ultimate Outdoors, get ready for your next outdoor adventure at North Star's Ultimate Outdoors in Preston. Evergreen Financial. When planning your future, trust the experts at Evergreen Financial in Preston. Level 10 Life. Reach your next level in life with their life coaching sessions. Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Don't leave the things that matter to chance. Call Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency today. Northern Title, the trusted name in the tri-state area. And by Papa J's Deli and Jerky in Clifton. Now stay tuned for the Ralph's Construction postgame show, coming up next.
In 1996, my father, Jay Moyle, started producing gourmet beef jerky in the foothills of Clifton, Idaho. Now, over 20 years later, Papa Jay's beef jerky is a staple of the Franklin County community. Family run since the beginning, the modern way of making jerky here at Papa Jay's is the old-fashioned way. Absolutely no shortcuts are taken in producing the finest quality and most delicious smoked meat you can find. Come over to Papa Jay's and bite into a tender, flavorful stick of Papa Jay's, and your view of jerky will never be the same. 10 South Main Highway, Clifton, Idaho.
When you are looking for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, but you want something that is ready to eat now, always stop at the Stokes Market Deli in Preston. With cold and hot cases, you can always find food that is fresh, hot, or cold. Sandwiches, soup, salads, deviled eggs, donuts, wraps, cheese trays, desserts, and a hot and delicious buffet. A meal out doesn't have to be at a restaurant. Come and enjoy something for everyone at the Stokes Market Deli today. 217 South State Street in Preston.
Welcome back here to Declo. Our final score, Westside 21, Declo 6. Our final score tonight brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building in the Blue Sage Park area of Preston. Thank you so much for joining us on 105.5 KACH tonight. The Pirates will continue their dominance and continue their winning streak to 2 after beating Soda Springs last week. A score recap in the first quarter, Shirtliff will take it 1 yard from 1 yard out to make it 7-0. Then Brown on a 15-yard touchdown pass to Cruz Sage will connect. And then in the third quarter, Parker Moser puts up the Pirates 21-0 on a 2-yard touchdown rush. A highly efficient offense tonight. Then late in the fourth, Gerard to Rasmussen, 30-yard touchdown pass. Highlights tonight, Robinson with the interception late in the second half. Gunderson with a fumble, a strip and recovery as well as an interception. And a big 80-yard rush by Parker Moser backed up at his own goal line. He takes it all the way to the other end of the field. Big stuff tonight from the Pirates. They look really, really good, very efficient on offense, making those passes count. When they did pass, Brown was incredibly consistent. He ends up with a high completion percentage tonight. And the running back duo of Shirtliff and Moser combined for over 160 yards rushing. That is big for the Pirates as they continue on their dominance, their last non-conference game. Our final stats tonight were brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance, the Smith Agency. Next week, you will hear from me as the Westside Pirate volleyball team will travel out to Aberdeen to take on the Tigers, and then as well as football against the Tigers of Aberdeen next week on Friday. I am Cody Olsen, thanking you for joining us on 105.5 KACH. We thank you for your patience and time to support the Westside Pirates tonight. A big shout out to all of our sponsors and as well as our people back in the broadcast, or rather back in the studio in Preston. Our audio-visual technician, John Beverly, and the voice of the Preston Indians, Dan Hubbard. Last time I checked, the Indians fighting Century on the gridiron tonight. The halftime score was Century 17, Preston 7. And a big thank you to our executive producer, Val Cook. We're going to go ahead, end it here. Thank you so very much. We'll see you next week for more football action. Westside continues on their dominance, upending the Hornets here at home on homecoming 21-6. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a fantastic night, and be safe. Go Pirates.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated.